Hey everybody, my name is Aaron Chandra, founder of Lead Gen Pros, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly step by step a full walkthrough, the entire blueprint on how you as a realtor can run Facebook ads to get qualified buyer and seller leads. Step by step, A to Z, the entire process. It's going to be a long one, so definitely be sure to have a pen and paper handy, take some notes, pause, replay the video, do whatever you got to do. But in any case, we'll get right into it. First things first, you're going to head over to business.facebook.com and then log in with your Facebook account. You should see a page like this or something that looks similar to this, but really where we want to get to is going to be our ads manager. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the settings, or actually, sorry, the all tools section on the left-hand side of the screen, and then I'm going to go to the ads manager. Now this is where all the magic happens, and this is where you need to get to in order to start running Facebook ads. So here we are on the main ad account. Now, once you're here, if you don't have an ad account, you can follow the Facebook prompts to create an ad account, and I'll just leave a link in the description. Facebook makes that pretty clear for you, and I won't be going over the stuff that they've already covered, but what I will be covering today is the actual strategy, what kind of ads you should be running, how you should set them up, and so forth. So some of the more tactical stuff that you're probably going to want to use as a realtor. But first things first, let's go ahead and create a new campaign. Now this is really important, and it tends to confuse a lot of people as realtors when they're running ads. I know it confuses a lot of agency owners as well. For your guys' sake, as a real estate agent, you're going to want to run a lead form ad. Now I see a lot of realtors, they'll say, yeah, I run Facebook ads, and I'll ask, what do you do? And they say, I boost posts. Now don't get me wrong, boosted posts have a time and place, but for the most part, for most realtors' goals, if you want to attract new buyers or new sellers, you are throwing your money out the window. Because when you boost posts, yeah, sure, you might get a little bit of extra engagement, but you're not actually claiming anybody's contact info. So no names, emails, or phone numbers. And that's the stuff we want as realtors, because now we can take that information, follow up with the client over phone or email, and actually see through that they see a home or they actually look at some listings with you. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to want to run lead form ads. I'm going to go ahead and click continue. We're not going to do tailored leads campaign. I get this because I've set up a couple campaigns before, but we're going to do a manual lead campaign creation because that's what you're going to see on your side. So let's go ahead and name this campaign. Let's just say it's going to be, test real estate campaign. Actually, you know what? You guys would probably name it something along the lines of, whatever your name is. So Aaron Chandra Realtor Lead Gen Campaign, for example, right? Now this is really important. If you're a realtor, you must 100% of the time select the housing category, because this is a special category for realtors. And if you don't, your ad account will likely get flagged. You may get banned as the very worst case scenario. So always ensure that you have housing selected. Everything else here you can actually leave blank. A/B test, we're not doing any of that, nor are we doing advanced campaign budget optimization. So we'll leave that as well. And yep, everything's good to go here. We'll go ahead and click next. All right, so here we're on the ad set side of things. We're going to go ahead and name our ad set. And since the ad set has to do with who exactly we're going to be targeting, I'm just going to say Calgary home buyers and sellers. In terms of the conversion location, you're going to want to set this to instant forms, because this is going to allow you to have a form at the end of your ad that will tell your prospect what information you need. So that's typically first name, last name, email address, and phone number, and any other information you deem relevant. But we'll get to that in a later part of this video. So our performance goal is always going to be to maximize the number of leads. In terms of the Facebook page, you're going to go ahead and select your Facebook page. Now again, if you do not have a Facebook page, I'm going to drop a link in the description below. Again, it's very, very simple to set that up, so it shouldn't take more than a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So once you have that set up, you can enter a cost per result, but I would leave that blank. But you are going to want to set a daily budget. Now, depending on what kind of ads you're going to be running, what market you're in, and a variety of different factors, I wouldn't suggest going lower than $10 per day on ad spend. Now, if you're really trying to get a good number of inbound buyers and seller leads, these prices will definitely vary, again, depending on what market you're in, macroeconomic conditions, and a variety of factors. But typically, I don't go less than $15 per day on any of the realtor leads that I run for my clients. And I tend to see pretty good results for that, but usually we'll scale those up to 15, 25, 30 plus per day. So 15 is a good starting point. You can choose when you want to start the ad. I typically will do it as soon as possible because I want to get my clients' leads right away. And next, we'll define an audience. So with the housing category, you're pretty limited as to what parameters you can actually set. So in this case, you can't really specify an age. It doesn't let you select anything. It's all grayed out. But what you can actually include, though, is you can include some detailed targeting. Now, there's a few people who have different thoughts on this. Some people will set a detailed target demographic, like people who've shown interest in things like Realtor.ca or Zillow, for example. Or you can actually leave this blank and let Facebook's algorithm do the work. Facebook's algorithm has gotten pretty advanced as of late, so if you actually let it run its magic, it'll take probably a couple more days, but it'll actually be able to decipher after a certain amount of time and a certain amount of money that you've invested, it'll be able to tell who the most qualified people are to see your listing. So you can leave this blank. For the sake of this video, I'll just show you an example where I'm going to add people who have shown interest in, let's just say, Realtor.com. Let's do that. Realtor.com, and maybe let's just say Zillow. So you don't have to add these things, but I'm going to add them just as an example. Now, in terms of the locations as well, we're not going to be running ads in all of Canada. I said this was going to be for Calgary, Alberta, so I'm going to go ahead and search for Calgary, Alberta, and let's do within a 40-kilometer radius. There we go. So now that we have our location actually set here, there's another strategy you can actually do, and this will depend on your area, but in Calgary, for example, what I tell realtors in Calgary is, it's no surprise that 1/3 of buyers are coming from Ontario or Vancouver or British Columbia, for that matter, because real estate's so expensive there. So if you wanted to, you can actually even run ads for properties you have in Calgary to realtors in Ontario, for example, right? So you can search Ontario, add that as another example, and you can see here my number went up from I think 600,000 or 700,000 to now 5.5 to 6.5 million. So I'm going to remove that for this specific ad we're going to be running, but that's something you can do as an example. Again, detailed targeting has been set. Now placements, people again tend to have different thoughts here, but for the sake of most realtors, you're just going to want to run Advantage Plus ads and let Facebook's algorithm work its magic, and just leave it up to Facebook. It'll select the best spots it thinks it should show your ad, and it will determine that over a certain amount of time. All right, so here we are on the final part of the Facebook ad. We're going to go ahead and name our Facebook ad something literal. So this is going to be a custom home search, for example. Your Facebook page will actually automatically default here, so you can't change that. The Instagram account, you can link your IG account to your Facebook page within your Facebook page settings. It's not mandatory by any means. If you don't have one set up, it's just going to default to your Facebook page here. Now, in terms of the ad setup and the ad creative, I'm going to go ahead and actually link the exact ad copy and the exact ad template that I use with my realtors today. It's very, very effective. I think I call it my $14,000 template because one of my clients sold a $1.1 million home with this template and made about $14K in commissions. So get my $14K template in the link below. No download or opt-in required. Literally just take the Google Doc, use it within your own business, and I really hope you do see results with that. So I'm going to be using that same ad copy almost exactly. Actually, I'll use that exactly within this same context here. So I'm going to go ahead and just fast forward until I have all that filled out here. All right, we're back, and I've actually uploaded all the relevant materials here. So I just took a picture of me with a terrible smile pointing to a book for an ad that I actually ran previously. But in any case, if you have a picture of yourself just waving to the camera or even a video saying what the script below specifies, that works really, really well. Here's the text. Again, you can download that in the document below in the description for free. Looking to buy a home, get in for 90 days, or get within your dream home within 90 days. In fact, the average client gets in much faster. If you have an actual number that you tend to get your, for result, you tend to get your home buyer, that's amazing. Just a couple other key benefits here. So stop wasting your time scrolling Realtor.ca. Let us handle all the work. Quick call to action at the very end. So set up your free home search below. pretty simple ad copy, nothing super special. There is a location specific call out at the very beginning of the ad. These tend to work really, really well and tend to be a little bit of a scroll stopper. If you're just a random person scrolling Facebook or Instagram, you see a location call out, it feels tailored to that particular person. The use of emojis I find is beneficial as well, because it tends to be a little bit more colorful than just the black and white text that most people see on their Facebook feeds. So a little bit of science behind this here, but for the most part, if you use this ad copy, you will see results. Now, there is an error on the right-hand side here because we don't have an instant form set up, so we'll do that in a second. But headline, get your dream home in the next 90 days. In the description, stop wasting countless hours scrolling through Zillow and Realtor.ca. And the call to action, actually one quick note on the description is that you will only see the description and headline in certain ad copies. So Facebook will show this ad in a variety of different spots here, 16 different media placements, but it will ultimately optimize for the placements that get you the best results. So typically that's going to be feeds and maybe Instagram stories or Instagram Reels placements. But again, it will differ from person to person and whatever market you're in. So next, you're going to have a call to action. Now, there's a variety of different CTAs here, but typically Learn More tends to perform the best because it's the least kind of, suspecting, right? People want to learn more, get more information. There's no opt-in or anything, or it sounds like that at least. So you'll tend to get the most clicks when you have Learn More. And lastly, we actually have to create the form now that says when somebody clicks our ad or clicks Learn More, what is the form or what is the information they have to see now to fill this out to get to the next step. So let's get into that. So you're going to go ahead and click Create Form, click Continue, and we're going to start a form from scratch, Continue. This is going to be prospect info. Now, if you're a realtor, you should definitely use higher intent forms. Ideally, if you're having an agency or somebody else run this for you, you probably won't be using lead form ads. You'll likely be taking your prospects off of Facebook onto something like ClickFunnels or Go High Level. This allows you to ask additional questions you're not allowed to ask on Facebook. For example, you can ask questions like, hey, are you pre-approved? Or, hey, what's your credit score, if you really wanted to know. You can ask these things on other websites, but you cannot on Facebook. So be very careful with the questions you're asking in regards to somebody's credit or basically their financial status, right? So we're going to use higher intent because this will allow you to, again, ask a couple additional questions. You can use another image for your ad here. I would suggest you do if you have a picture of yourself smiling or something. Again, this is me with a terrible smile from an older picture, so we're going to go ahead and not use that. Enter a short headline. Absolutely do enter a headline. So this is going to be, thanks for requesting more info. You're almost there. You can customize this to your liking, really, right? But please fill out the following questions so we can set up search to your exact needs. There you go. Now we're going to add some additional questions. So let's go ahead. We're not going to use conditional logic because that's a little bit too complex. But here's a couple sample questions that you can typically ask here, right? So short answer. Are you currently... Actually, sorry, not short answer. Let's add a question. Let's do a multiple choice. So, how soon are you looking to buy? Let's say within 3 months, 3 to 6 months, or 6 months plus. If they're 6 months plus, maybe you put them into a different list when you're following up with them, or put them into your email campaign, for example. So how soon are you looking to buy? Let's do another multiple choice. Let's say, do you currently rent or own? And then let's say rent, own. Maybe we can say another one. What is your budget? And maybe a last one. Let's say it won't be short answer. What area are you looking to buy? Now, feel free to add questions as you see fit. These are just a couple examples of what you could do here. Really, you don't want to ask too many questions at the same time because this will lower the amount of people who fill out your form. They may fill out a couple questions and then just say, hey, I don't want to fill this out. It's too many questions, and they just click off, right? So be careful with how many questions you're actually asking here. Contact information, yes, we're absolutely going to collect their email, full name. We're going to add a category. We'll go to contact fields, or sorry, let's see. Contact fields and phone number. That is very, very important. Just a quick preface here, adding too many questions may impact your submission rate. We know that. Privacy policy. If you don't have a privacy policy, just link out your website or maybe your brokerage's website. That typically will suffice. Review screen just gives the prospect another page where they have to confirm their info. So that's the higher intent portion that says, hey, Mr. Prospect, here's your information. Do you confirm? And then lastly, the message for your leads. This is really important. So you're not going to leave it at thanks, you're all set. I would link your calendar. If you have a link, like a tool like Calendly, definitely do use that. You know, you can say, click the link below, set up your custom home search by booking a 5-minute call with us. And then instead of view website at the very bottom, change that to your calendar link and then say book a call with us. It's always good to have a call to action, and then go ahead and publish your form. All right, the final thing you're going to do is just go ahead and click publish. And if there are no errors, it's going to review both your campaign, your ad set, then your ad, and it'll be in processing status here. And that is really it, ladies and gentlemen. So when you click back out, you're going to see here you have your ads. There's your ad set, and then campaigns, so all the different campaigns you're running here. I'm going to go ahead and actually turn this off. I don't want this campaign to be live. But that's really the process of running or setting up a Facebook ad. Now, a couple things I want to add here at the very end to ensure you get the best results out of your Facebook leads. Number one, you're going to want to use some sort of automated tool that after you connect your Facebook leads, how do you get notified that a lead is coming in? Secondly, what content are you sending out, if any? Are you texting them right away? Are you sending them email content? It's really great if you have a tool that helps you automate this process. So if you're looking to get that set up, you're looking to have content set up for you that's going out to your prospects as soon as a lead comes in to ensure they're followed up with right away. That's something we and our agency sets up for you at Lead Gen Pros. So if you're interested in more information, feel free to claim a free copy of our ebook that goes over 11 proven tactics to get an avalanche of red hot leads. And we talk about some of this stuff in our free ebook. Go ahead and click the link in the description. Second thing, also, if you want that free template, again, go ahead and click that Google Doc link down below. No email opt-in required, just trying to help out. So go ahead and download that. Any questions, please post them down below, or if there's any other content that you would like to see on the real estate side, do post your comments, and I'm happy to get back to you. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.